Good morning and welcome to the More Factor. Today we're going to talk about judging. I'm Frederick Groth and I enjoy helping others succeed by teaching life skills, success principles, and character traits. So, judging. A topic that everybody just loves to talk about, right? Well, we're going to talk about judging because it's part of what causes stress in our lives. Yes, it's a stress causer. So, what is the part of judging we're going to talk about? Well, let me see here. Judging others, we're going to talk about that, and judging yourself. We're going to talk about that. So here is step number 3 in our stress management and harmony living with others that we're studying by taking it from the book, Your Small Steps to a Life of Self-Confidence. Number 3, to stop judging others, you need to stop judging yourself. Now there is a conundrum right there. Because in reality, when we criticize and we judge other people, we're really basing it on looking it in the mirror. We're basing it on comparing them with ourselves. And when we criticize others, we're really criticizing ourselves. We're really putting ourselves down when we're putting others down. I know it sounds, and I love this word for some reason, oxymoronic, but the fact is, it's the truth. When we judge and when we criticize, we're basing it on our self-image. We're basing it on our self-belief system, our way we look at ourselves and how we live our lives. That's where our judgment comes from. We can't base our judgment off others because we're ourselves and they're the others. Our judgment comes on our experiences, our self-belief, our self-talk, our self-awareness. And the more self-awareness you have, the less you will end up judging others. Because you realize that it all comes from a place of negativity about our own self. And so stress management comes from managing ourselves. Believe it or not, when we can get to a point where we understand who we are, there's a whole lot less stress that we will have in this world. So let's break it down into 2 or 3 points here. Number 1, and I've just said that already, so we've covered number 1. We judge others by comparing them with ourselves. Okay, here's an example before we move on to number 2. Say you're at work and someone sees it's 5 o'clock, so they punch out, they go home. And you're like, well, the work's not done yet. Why couldn't you just stay for a few more minutes? So we begin to criticize them. In reality, we're criticizing ourselves because we lack the ability to get all our work done in a 8 to 10 hour span. And they have done their work and left, so we criticize them because of our lack of getting our work done. See, we do that a lot. We downplay our weaknesses by criticizing other people. And one person said, if you see it, you own it. In other words, if you see a fault in others, you're really seeing it in yourself. So, secondly, learn to accept yourself, your faults, your failures, your limitations. Learn to accept those And when we learn to accept ourselves, we will learn to accept other people. So many people in this world have low self-esteem because they don't think they're good enough. Well, let me give you a little hint about life. Very few people have the ability to do everything. Actually, nobody has the ability to do everything. We're all good at something, and we're also all bad at something. And when we can acknowledge and accept the things that we're good at, well, that's easy. Now we have to learn to accept and acknowledge the things that we're not good at. You know, to say, I suck at handling money. I've had to learn to accept that. I've gotten better over the years because I've accepted the fact that I'm not good at it, so therefore I've put an effort into learning how to be better with it. There are some things I'm good at in life. I can pack a trailer or truck or a cube van better than most people because I learned how to do it and I'm really good at it. Now there are other things I'm not good at. You have to learn to accept both your strengths and your weaknesses. And that will release stress from your life because, hey, I'm not good at that anyway, so now I'm going to learn to be better at it. Don't use it as a crutch, use it as a stepping stool. So, when we learn to accept ourselves, we will learn to accept others. That's a powerful statement. A lot of people go around with a grim face on because they are always upset about other people. In reality, they're upset about themselves. If they learn to accept themselves, they'll learn to accept other people. And I'm going to end with this morning. A challenge. I want you to go to your mirror today, look yourself right in the eyeball, and say, I love you. Now that sounds like an easy task, but for most people it's not. Because telling yourself that you love yourself is strange for one thing, but it's something that we don't normally do because we don't really feel that love. And I want you to do that every day for the next 2 weeks. And I just want you to look yourself in the eyes and say, I love you. I love your faults, I love your failures, and I love your strengths, and I love your victories. Say that. Say that to yourself while looking in the mirror. It will have a profound effect on your life. So, recap, number 3, in managing stress and living harmoniously with others. When we judge others, we're really judging ourselves. So we need to learn to accept our limitations and play on our strengths and learn to grow in ourselves. And as I always say, be better today than we were yesterday. God bless. See you tomorrow morning for another exciting episode of The More Factor.